Hello everyone, it's pyGuru this side, and today in this tutorial we are going to see an example of IDOR. And IDOR stands insecure direct object reference. Basically, if by changing any parameter, if we are able to get details of any other user from a website, this is known as IDOR. So we'll be seeing an example of this. Here I have a website called fakeCallerID.io, and I have already logged in on this website. If you want to test, you can also use a temporary number. I have used a service here, receive SMS online. Now this is a free service. If you can use if you want to test. Let's move. And what I'm going to do. Currently we are on this page. Let's just go to some other page. For example, I'll go to settings for now, and here it shows me my user ID. So this is my user ID, and I'll turn on the intercept now in Burp Suite. After that, I'll just go to dashboard. Now here, few requests are being made. Since it's an options request, we'll ignore it. Okay, method is options, we don't want it. Here you see a post method, but the request goes to CD and CGI. Whenever you find CD and CGI, you can simply ignore it. Okay, it doesn't contain so much information for us. Then another one is this API v4.acaller.id.io/v2/check minutes. Now see here what it requires. It requires a user ID. Now user ID is 6817593 that I've shown you on the website. So what we can do, first of all, I'm just going to send it to repeater. And the next thing, I'm just going to intercept its value. Intercept is response. So now if I click on forward, I should get some response from this API. Here, it will give me some user details like user ID is this, device ID is empty, country is US, then rate counter, number of minutes it has, and then something unnecessary. Okay, let's just scroll down and see if there's something else or not. No. So this much information I'm waiting. I'll just forward it. And here it says that basically you have 2 credits. Now let's come here. Intruder and then repeater. So this was this. Now let's try changing the user ID. And instead of 593, let's see if I check for 594 and let's see if it's working or not. If I search for 594, it says UUID is required. Okay, so 593 and let's try again. So it's working. What I'll do, I'll just right click on it and then I'll go to click on send to intruder. Then I'll go to intruder and I'll just select it and then I'll add this payload position. Okay, now then I'll add payloads. I'll come to here and click numbers, and in positions I'll just copy the user ID, which is this. I'll come to payloads. Instead of starting from 593, I'll start from 000. And then I'll go to, let's say, 999. Okay, these are simply user IDs. Okay, you can start from anywhere if you want and check if that user ID exists or not. Then I'll click on start attack. And let's see if it's working or not for anyone. So I'm waiting 400 for, I guess, most of these. Okay, so for now it's not working. But for few, we are getting 200 also. See? Or what I'll do, I'll simply sort it by status code and see now we are getting 200 for certain user IDs. So here we are getting 200 for ID 681700702. Okay. Then we are getting response for 7014, 7021, 7022, 7027 like this. Okay. So not all user IDs exist, but certain do exist. And if it exists, we are getting a status code of 200 for it. And it gives me minutes is 2. And then minutes is 2. Basically, I guess these are some temporary example account someone has created to test. Okay. So not most, but many user accounts exist like this, and for few we are also getting the device ID. Anyways, let's move further. Okay, and let's go to here, Burp Suite Professional, and let's go to proxy now once again and open the website. Now I'll go to billings. Okay. And here we can see our order history. So here it's the options method, we'll ignore it. Then again CDNC here we can ignore it. And then here it's the order history. We do intercept, response to list request, again send it to the repeater, and then forward, and let's check its response. So it says no order found. Okay, so basically this user has not made an order. So you can just simply ignore it. But if you come to repeater here, and since we have few user IDs, so we can check for these user IDs if they have made any request or not. So payment or not. Let's check for this person if he had made any payment. So it also says no order found. Okay. So you can try changing these values and check. But again, let's just send it to intruder. So you can just do it in bulk. I'll set payload position here, click it and then add. And I'll come to payloads. Again, we'll select numbers, then from, and then I'll again start from, let's say, 0000, and I'll end on, again, it's 7323. You can end on 7999 or 8999. It's totally up to you. Okay. So let's check for 1500 payloads. Okay, 1500 user IDs. So I'll click on start attack, and let's check if we are getting status code for 200 for any one or not. So we are getting 400 here. Remember we were getting 400 for the basic one also. So 404 not found. But if you get 200, it means that user had made any payment and can get the payment details for that user. Okay, so there's some 200. Let's again just sort it by status code and let's check. So this user 6817031 has made any payment. So let's check response. So this person has made a payment by the billing name Sofia Romak. Date is this on 24 January 2025. Date 0. Payment method is Apple Pay. CC last four, it is 0465. She had done a recharge of 60 minutes for this price. Okay, and earlier too. So total order 3 had made 3 orders so far. You can check for another user ID, and here you can see. Okay, so like this. So this is IDOR. See, we are simply changing the user ID and we are able to get details of another users. So I hope you have a basic concept of IDOR or insecure direct object reference cleared. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. Okay, so yes guys, this is it for this video. If you love this video, leave a like or dislike. Also, you can try another endpoints as well. You can try visiting messages, call history and settings and check which of these are working and which of these give you results of another user by changing the user ID. Okay. So yes, this is it. If you love this video, leave a like or dislike. If you're new to my channel, subscribe it. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial.